What's good, Skano? I don't know why men continue to put ourselves in these positions. This story is just fucked up on a lot of levels. That's why it caught my interest, I suppose. But a 31-year-old young lady, Shasmin Clark, out of Memphis, who was deleted by her newest baby daddy, this Alonzo. Listen, I don't know why we stay in these toxic relationships, but I do. It's really not love. Um, and y'all know I'm telling the truth. It should be about sex, man. It'd be about sex, lust, and possession. Ego, possessiveness, and lust. That's all it is. So this dude, her profession slips my mind. This Shasmin, the one that allegedly, got caught up by her baby daddy sliding with finesse 2 times. Now, allegedly, on a professional level, she has some business dealings with him. I guess dude went through her hitter, went through her phone, her baby daddy, and saw the text messages. You know what I'm saying? And one thing led to another. Now, he ended up shooting this girl to death, but this ain't about finesse 2 times. This is more about, like I said, it's so many. I think if you run across somebody that got like, and I'm saying from both perspectives, a woman that has 4 or 5 baby daddies, my limit is I'm gonna be real with you. I can deal with one. I'm not going, you know, 2 or more, 3, 4, 5. Like, come on, man. What the hell is going on? Y'all niggas gotta raise their standards. And that's not to shit on this girl. Me personally, I have my own set of standards. I have kids. I have kids by multiple women, 2 women. So I'm not here. But if a woman was to say, I don't deal with men, that have multiple baby mamas, I respect that. I'm not going, feel a way about that. Because I certainly have my standards. 5 baby daddies? I mean, bruh, that's a red flag. That's the biggest red flag. That's a neon red light right there that says, stop. You know what I'm saying? 5 baby daddies. So that will give you, I'm just saying that right in and of itself. Now, I'm not saying don't have some fun, if you, why would you procreate with it's just asking, because I'm saying just based on the fact that this woman, 5 different men she's been impregnated by, and she ain't seen to settle. You ain't found somebody by now to settle. She for the streets, my nigga. Why would you procreate with some? Same thing, with the females. You know, I think it's a double standard when it come to men. I think even on a society from a societal standpoint. But let's be real. Even niggas that got 3, 4, 5 babies, it's trifling too. We not about to do that shit. But I do think it is a double standard that exists with men. And that's your fault. I'm saying to women. I don't think a lot of women care about that. They seem to think that man is more masculine. It's something about that with women is like more of in a twisted way, is more of a turn on. I'm not saying all women, but a lot of women don't have an issue with it. But I'm saying though, from both perspectives, if you run across somebody and they got 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe you want to keep it moving, Because even if it's just about sex, that's how you get caught up. That's the trap. You're not going to play it safe every single time. If it's somebody you linking up with on a regular, you know what I'm saying? You might fuck around and slip up. Now you see what I'm saying? And that's how people keep perpetuating this shit. That's how people end up with 4, 5 baby mamas, baby daddies, linking up. It don't be about no love. It's just about lust. But in the case of this dude who, so he goes through the text messages, find out old girl sliding, where they had some inappropriate dialogue going on between them. And Finesse was kind of getting that dude as far clowning the dude, trying to humiliate the dude, she go my nigga type shit. And dude jumped out his body. But there is no excuse. There's no justification. As a man, I'm saying me personally, I would never I'm saying not for my baby mamas, not for anyone. Ain't no amount of love, ain't no amount of ego, nothing that would make me flash out over some shit like that. That's some type of shit you keep it pushing. But what happens when you have kids with someone like that? And that's what I'm saying. So they deserved each other. You deleted her though. So caught up in your feelings. You niggas are clowns, man. And that's what I'm saying. Like, you put yourself in that position. Because y'all be knowing what y'all dealing with. Let's be real. 9 out of 10. Now, it'd be cases where people wear masks, like I said before. Then you find out later what's going on. But it don't be that far down the road. But lust. That's why people would not move on from a situation so this chick, apparently, that's what I was saying, man. You got a lot of women out here talking about they single. They be single for the moment. In that moment, yeah, they single. But they really be having shit going on. But like I said, man, don't let the little head get your big head split. Like, man, use your common sense. So, like I'm saying, don't ignore them flags, man. We stay in these toxic ass relationships a lot of times based off of sex. The vibes, the post-orgasmic vibes of good sex with somebody who y'all may have had a bond at some point, that keep us in these relationships, man. We be knowing these relationships are over. Like, we know that it has run its course. It's not compatible. It's not going anywhere. But yet and still, we will stay in these relationships. One, because we don't want, you get to thinking about the good times. And I'm going to leave it at that. And you don't want the next person to experience that. It's that selfishness, that possessiveness, the ego. I don't want nobody else to have this. Even though we not compatible at all, this shit is toxic. And it's work both ways, or, like I said, the post-orgasmic vibes where you in a bad relationship, a toxic relationship, but that makeup sex. Sometimes that makeup sex will, muddy your instincts, muddy your judgment. It'll keep you in a situation. People don't want to admit this shit. They would say, it's because of the kids. And a lot of times it will be because of kids. But oftentimes I think it's just, like I said, man, that post-orgasmic vibe where you just, I'm going to put it off a little longer. Some good sex will keep people in bad relationships. A lot of people are in bad relationships purely off that alone. And the fact that they don't want that next person to have that. And they, you know what I'm saying? And it continues the cycle. As we say, fucking and fighting, as we used to say in the 90s. But if you're in a bad relationship, you gotta cut the sex off, man. You know what I'm figuring? Because, like I said, man, good sex will keep you somewhat, placated. You will keep kicking that can down the road. Like, yeah, I get around to it subconsciously, But Remove sex from the equation and look at that shit from that light, from that aspect. No sex involved. That will give you the most truest, you know, the you could form the truest judgment of where this relationship, whatever you want to call it, situationship, where you really stand when you remove sex from it. Because, like I said, as much as we don't want to admit it, a lot of us will stay in these relationships, not out of love, but just lust. But it is what it is, man. But dudes be talking like they so tough, man. You niggas out here you know, that's killers, man. Quite frankly, it's niggas out here that's stone cold killers. And then they are so emotional that they will crash out and delete some shit over a thought. And I don't want to disrespect the dead. We gotta call shit like this bitch was a thought, man. And that's not judging somebody that got multiple. It's case by case. Just because you got more than one baby daddy, that don't mean you a slut. Excuse me, a thought, or overly promiscuous, or you for the streets. If you got 3, 4, 5, baby, maybe you need to, take a step back from relation and just fucking in general, and kind of self-evaluate some shit. And that goes for men too. You know what I'm saying? Like I had mentioned a couple of days ago, this multiple baby mama, baby daddy shit, like, I think from 2025 on, that shit need to be dead. But to get so caught up in your emotions that you kill this woman, nigga, you saw the writing on the wall. Bitch got 5 baby daddies, she for the streets. Why would you get caught up on that level? So if it's about ego, you was so butthurt and so, so humiliated by the fact that, Finesse, if this is true, or whoever it may be, you know what I'm saying, that you had to delete this chick. I mean, to me, that's the weakest type of man out here. And there was a time period in my life where I struggled to control my emotions. And as a man, I'm speaking from a man's perspective. A man that cannot control his emotions, that will crash out on some shit like this, throw your shit away. You got kids out here, but it's the weakest shit, man. It really is. But that's why I say, man, the days of going 0 to 100, meeting somebody just because y'all attracted to each other, that vibe be hitting, and then next thing you know, y'all don't really know each other. You're transferring energy. You find out you're dealing with a fucking psycho. It is what it is. 216 Scano. You already know.